welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be comparing my 8,000 to 9,000 backyard paint job versus semi or professional paint job done at a booth. You know, everything, you know, with buff and sand, you guys can see, versus this one that did not include none of that stuff. This one right here, the Integra, was roughly about 26 to 3K for everything. Overall, you know, it's pretty good, really very good. You know, a lot of times you pay for what you get. You know, he also did, which I'll show you guys in depth, kind of like rust restoration in the back. I'll show you what I like and what I didn't like. Overall, the paint was pretty well. I did have some issues with him, which, you know, I got into a bickering with him. He told me, hey, I'll just give you your money back. But I said, you know what? I don't want the money back because you did a good job painting it. It's just when it came to the interior where I got really upset. I mean, there are some imperfections for what, you know, so for what I'm paying, I'm inspecting it to be flawless. But it is what it is, you know, like I'm not too upset at the outside stuff. It's more the inside that I'm very upset that happened. But let's get back to the EG. The EG, obviously 800 paint job, 8 to 9, you know, the most 1K. You can't really complain or ask for too much because you're paying for what you're getting. The guy didn't even have a booth. It was literally painted outside, you know, where the weather and element is exposed. So, you know, I can't really ask for a lot, which, you know, like now I want to say give or take it's been a couple years. Some of the aspects has been holding, but the kind of like the polyurethane or the bumper, certain stuff like that has not been holding. So far the front is, so it seems like he prepped it good. There was a lot of overspray on the actual car itself. I remember when I took it, I had the single rad, and that got like all painted as well, but I ended up going a full rad. And you know, so it looks, you know, from outside and far away it looks decent, but when you get close you can see a little bit of the stuff. You know, obviously it's not, the paint's not really popping out. I mean, it's not the same when you're looking at it in person, but you know, with a phantom gray, they put a little bit of like kind of like speckles, you know, kind of like metallic flakes or something like that, if you want to call it. I apologize for all this crap on the roof. It's from this one, like I was talking to you guys about earlier. But yeah, overall, you know, I can't really complain. I think I ended up giving him an additional $200 because he did it within, you know, like I think it took him like 3 weeks, and it was around Christmas. So I wanted to bless him a little bit for doing that. And you know, I mean, like I said, I think like this right here, not really complaining whatsoever because it's an $800 paint job, you know, backyard. So you're paying for what you're getting, no paint booth. You know, this was probably me right here, right there. But overall, I mean, it does have a lot of orange peel, but it's fine. I mean, like he was telling me, you might want to get it buff and sand. He did miss a couple things. You know, sorry you can't see the roof, but I mean, I do have, it's like a tarp or something protecting it, so I don't literally have this sitting right on the roof. But overall it's okay. I mean, it does have a couple, see right there, if you can see it, he missed that dent right there. It's hard to catch it, but there's a dent right there he missed. The bumper has not been holding up whatsoever. It's already cracking, peeling. You guys can see right there, here already cracked, so he didn't prep it that good. Moving here, you guys can see, you can see this imperfections, and it's kind of hard to get it with the camera right there. You can see it. That's also, over time, it's kind of like the paint kind of like started splitting. But right here, as you can see, also splitting. So yeah, a lot of imperfections, but like I said, $800, $900. So, you know, you can't go wrong. The hood, it was okay. You know, it has a lot of overspray. I did that myself, so damage. But other than that, you know, for what it was, you know, it came back to life. A lot came back to life. But yeah, maybe in the future I might restore it, get the interior pieces because it does not have interiors. But yeah, that's the EG so far. And you know, $800 paint job. I'm not going to really go in depth too much because these are not really much you can go in depth in. But yeah, so that is the EG. All right, so now going to the Integra. This right here, freshly, probably like a month, not even a month or so, I want to say. I paid 26, give or take, you know, $3,000 because of the stuff in the back, the rust. And yeah, this is pretty much what you get. You know, like I said, semi-professional, professional, whatever, slash paint booth, everything, you know, all the bells and whistles, you know, lacking some stuff, but for the most part, up there, you know, well above novice status by far. You know, this is outside. This is in a control environment area, and you know, overall came pretty good. I even paid to get the things restored. They do have, you guys can see, that's probably from the clear, you know, so that it does have some imperfection inside. Can't really ask for much, you know, they are old, you know, but you know, you could see a little bit of kind of like overspray. But other than that, it's okay. You know, everything else, boom. I didn't get the bay done. You know, I didn't take the engine out or anything like that. I did have to clean a lot because I had a lot of overspray, and I'm still cleaning to this day overspray. But you know, overall, it's okay. Hood as well, not on this side painted, but the outer side, you guys can see. He did advise me that it is bent over here, which is okay. Not tripping. Sorry, right over here, tripping. Um, but it's the OEM one because it does have the label, so it's okay. What else can I show you guys? Coming up here, he did advise me he went too deep in the clear coat. You know, I mean, shit happens, stuff happens, but you know, if you're paying you know what I'm paying, you definitely don't want that. And then I found another one in here. See, went too deep on the edges. There's some areas where he went deep as well. And then I think I found, let me see if I can find it. I mean, like I said, whatever. But somewhere around here, I guess when he did Bondo, I did see some imperfections, but I mean, I'm not a professional at this. You know, people out there that are professional probably can pick out stuff, but I mean, you know, it is pretty good. Right there, you guys can see so we got imperfection in the Bondo, but probably, I don't know, maybe it didn't get sand out too much, or maybe something fell in the paint, but you can kind of see it right there. I did see some other stuff, but I can't see it right now. But overall, decent, good. You know, but like I said, you're paying 3K, almost 3K, 26. You know, you want something a little bit flawless, but overall, it's okay. This is where the rust was at. I think he did a good job, you know, welding at peas and, you know, maybe not cleaning after himself, but overall, it's pretty good. Something that I didn't like right here, because he did tell me how to put a new piece in there, but if I take this molding out, you guys can see I don't like that. See, when you showed me the video, all this was probably because I did find a piece of that on the floor. So I guess at one point this was probably all uniform, but you can see the filler or whatever it is. You can see it right there, and it's exposed metal. So you know, I hope I don't get no more rust. But you know, and then he did have to cut the molding. He advised me because all that was rusted out. So yeah, I do have to get another molding, which is discontinued. But I mean, they still do sell them, so that's something I don't like. But we'll see how it holds up. You know, I did have rust on the other side, which he did fix. But overall, I think he probably went too deep in there too. Probably, yeah, it looks like he did. But yeah, he did paint this in here. Like I said, I took all my interior out because he didn't put them on correctly. He broke a lot of my tabs. And when he was welding, I know these are piece of crap, old stain, you know, but he did. I guess when he was welding or grinding with the angle grinder, you can see he fell on here and burned it. Same with the cargo cover. And let me see if I can show you. This was not like that. Also, see, broken. Let's say took a head or somebody stepped on it. Who knows? But broken here too. Um, yeah, like I said, all my panels are here because you know he didn't put the hardware back, and I'm missing a lot of hardware. So you know, my advice is if you take a car, just you know, and things have to be taken off, just take it out yourself for safe measure. I should have done that from the beginning, but I guess I thought that you know, being a professional, whatever, it was gonna get done. But yeah, that's pretty much what I didn't like overall. It's okay, you know, it does have his thing. This is just primer. Or maybe he did went, yeah, maybe he did go too deep into it. Who knows? Yeah, probably could be that. Maybe he went too deep into it. There is another blemish right here. Yes, you can see right here. He went too deep on this side too. Here it looks kind of like dulled. Um, he broke all the clips in the back, a bumper, and I guess he didn't tell me anything. I found out like this, but I would easily replace him or paid him the money to go get the clips, but now I have to deal with that. But yeah, other than that, you know, I'm not saying you pay for what you get, because I did pay what I consider to be a lot. So you guys can see right there. See, I'm not sure what that is. That's a piece of the claw or what, but or I guess when he was probably buffing. But yeah, overall inside doesn't really matter because it's the interior. But it's dusty. I gotta clean it out, and I gotta replace all of that broken clips, broken tabs, missing tabs, all that stuff that he didn't properly do. I do believe he was rushing. I know he has a lot of stuff going on, and he's a solo, a one-man solo, and I completely understand that. But I also would have given him plenty of time to do it. No rush, but it seems like they rushed, or he rushed putting all the panels back. I found a lot of hardware underneath everything, so he just kind of like covered it. So yeah, my advice: if you take a car, just just make sure you take the interior out if they're going to be working on stuff that's in the way. So yeah, I should have done that from the beginning. And then here you can see where, because I did have like a dent in there, you can see where kind of got like hammered back out or hit back out, you guys can see. And so as good as it's gonna get, sorry, it's as good as it's gonna get. But yeah, overall, that's just the car. You know, like the paint, you know, I mean, if you're paying a lot of money, you will expect it to be, you know, prestige. You know, there's another dent on the other side, which I didn't really get because it's hard to see. But hey, I'm not really tripping about the exterior stuff. It's just the clips and the stuff that was not brought to my attention. Or you know, when I gave the car in, then once I got it back, that's the same way I got it. Everything was rattling inside, it was loose. I know something was up, and decided to check it. Sure enough, missing hardware, bolts, everything. And a lot of these clips, they don't even make them anymore, so it's kind of annoying. He did advise me about the mirror being from, you know, different, not a 2000. So you know, I don't really care. That's something that I can easily find. You know, he did tell me that weather molding on the hood edge right there was obliterated, which, you know, I understand. Clips are all, you know, probably broken, missing, but it's fine. I do have to replace all of that. What's up, everybody? So you made it to the end. I'm just concluding the video. I apologize for the mic. I'm trying out the mic position. I guess I had it too close to myself, to the mouth. That's why it kind of sounds like that, a little muffle. Next time I'll probably put it a little bit more farther away. It is a budget microphone as well, because I'm testing it out just to get a little bit more audio out of it, because sometimes people tell me it sounds low or too far away. But just concluding the video, it's just me comparing my first paint job that, you know, I got done, a budget one. No, I want to say novice, but it was a backyard one, $800, $900 one, versus a booth, semi-professional, professional, whatever, you know, booth setup. You guys saw, I can't really expect much for the $800, $900. You pay for kind of what you get, but when you're paying a little bit more, you're kind of expecting a little bit more. And I guess, you know, like, in the way it's finished and the way it's, you know, the way they do it. So, you know, exterior wise, there's a lot of stuff I guess he could have done better. You know, maybe not rush for once, because it seems like he was rushing. But other than that, you know, miscommunication on certain stuff that could have been resolved easily. But just the interior was the nightmare. I mean, I didn't record, you know, the before, but it was a sloppy job at putting everything back together, loose stuff, kind of like damaged stuff and stuff that they don't even make anymore. But other than that, you know, he did a great job painting out outside. I got really upset at him because of that, because that's not how I turned the car. I gave him the car. But other than that, he did a great job outside. You know, mine is a couple stuff that, you know, that I guess he could have done better, you know. But other than that, you know, getting back into putting it back together and just comparing for you guys. You saw it's way better than the you know, backyard special. But I don't want to drag this video along. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.